Welcome back, everybody, to the stream. My name is DJ Clark21. You can call me David if you want. DJ, whatever. It's all good. This is the Breaking the Habit charity stream marathon. We are well into the day already. We're doing great. We've got a good amount raised so far, but this segment is my only segment today. It makes me sad, but we're going to raise a lot of money here in this segment, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. We're going to be playing Devil May Cry 3, and I believe we have an incentive in there as well, or there's a poll for it. So we'll get these guys explain to you. But joining me, running the game today is Spence Speedruns. And I'll let him
Yo, what's
introduce
good?
his commentary team.
Hey
Hello.
everyone, how's it going? My name is Spence Speedruns. I'm here with the homies Ish.
Hello.
Is that it? That all you got?
Yeah, there. Hey guys, I'm Ish.
And
I go by
Andre's
Speedy Ish
here
on
as well.
Twitch.
Andre as well, you good?
Yep, hello. My name is Andre. I also run Devil May Cry 3, 4, and Reboot, along with these fine gentlemen here.
My name's Spence Speedruns, as I was introduced before. I run 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not so much 5 these days. And a bunch of other games as well. For those who don't know, this is Devil May Cry 3. Which is technically the first Devil May Cry game chronologically. It goes 3, 1, 4, 2, 5. Don't ask, because even the developers don't know either. The category we are running today is called Cake. Cake stands for collect all, kill everything. But you can call this the 100% run. So we'll be collecting every single blue orb fragment, completing every single secret mission, every single combat adjudicator, and finishing the game hopefully in less than 2 hours. Now, we said that there was a costume incentive previously. If someone can let me know what the results of that was, please.
I think we were looking at it, boy.
Yeah.
Shirtless default?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we are going to be playing on normal difficulty. We're going to be using the Royal Guard style for a lot of this. Ish and Andre, you are my eyes and ears for a lot of this commentary. If you've played this game before, you know how hard this can be. Thankfully, HD collection is a lot more balanced than the original game was. So we're going to do a countdown. Ish, Andre, you guys ready?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool. As soon as I hit normal mode, we'll be going. Well, I'll do a 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to hit it. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry. Good luck, Dan. Mr. Spence.
Thank you.
All right. The Royal Guard would be the primary style for this run. He's going to open up. And he gets the first release. He's just going to cap over here. Line up in this next wave. And he misses with a silver release. He's going to do a classic 1-2-1-3 combo using Royal Guard because for the most part, there's a huge recovery frame for these swings, so we use Royal Guard to cancel that, which gives us a lot more DPS, and yeah. There's plenty of uses for Royal Guard, not just damage output, and but also to cancel out a lot of long recovery animations. Also, this guy's misbehaving. And now we're on to our last wave. Oh, and he gets it. Oh.
Yeah, so as Ish was saying, the Royal Guard style, every single animation in this game can be cancelled with a block. Unfortunately, we've got the A rank there. We wanted the S. Yeah. That's just going to make us a little bit slower in mission 3, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, about that, yeah. Like a lot of Devil May Cry games, you want to get no damage because you'll get more reward with orbs, which is the primary currency for this game. You buy items, you buy moves, which how depending on how good they are, yeah, you'll deal a lot of DPS. Also, yeah, the guy does not want to cooperate.
Another thing is the style rank you'll see right below the orbs. Spence is going to want that to be at the highest, which is SSS, to get the most orb output from each one of these enemies.
You get the most drops from those red guys. They're called lusts. They're pretty finicky. Oh, nice. Block the explosion from the wrath. Okay, this is definitely S rank. Don't make a liar out of me now. Nice. All right, so for the most part, it's money route safe. Although that'll depend how well mission 3 goes. So this here is a boss fight. Although this one's a mini boss, but lore wise, this is a boss fight. We call these vanguards. They are mean. They're intimidating, but they're not that hard. And that is mission 2. Mission 2 is just a crowd control haven. Even at the highest level, they have a whole lot of trouble saving time there. So yeah, that was a good one. And here we got our first move, Stinger, which if he gotten the first 2 damages, we would have been sailing smoothly. And that's Stinger 1. We don't get a whole lot of distance from that, but it'd still help with clearing out these enemies. And we pick up our shotgun, and then the shotgun will showcase another use for Royal Guard. Nice, blocking out these slots. Just gonna line them up. Wait for that.
We're gonna see
what he was
shotgun
trying to do is
canceling here. It's where you shoot and
yeah.
press the Royal Guard at the same time to cancel the animation, so the shotgun can shoot at least 90% faster than what it is just shooting the shotgun normally.
You don't want to do it faster. You want to do it at a certain rhythm, so you get a consistent timing, and you'll deal definite amounts of damage. See, there you go. Yeah, when you're for a non-speedrun, you think, yeah, is Royal Guard really fast? But yeah, the amount of utilities you could do with Royal Guard is just gnarly.
Yeah, I didn't realize the capability of Royal Guard until I started speedrunning the game. I was a Swordmaster main for so long.
So, we all were either Swordmaster or Trickster, which is fine. They're good abilities, especially when you max them out.
Here we have our first secret mission, which is just a combat room where you want to eliminate all the enemies as fast as you can before that timer goes down.
Yeah.
And Spence will be collecting what is known as blue orb fragments, which is the health bar in this game. So you need 4 orbs to get 1, or 4 fragments to get 1 orb, which will increase your health bar by 1 bar.
But yeah, to be clear, for this category, we don't really gotta buy anything, right?
That's right. Yeah, we don't.
So
The only thing we get is sticker.
Yeah, collecting all doesn't necessarily mean we gotta buy everything. Also here, he's gonna go into the first adjudicator, which red means it's rebellion. You gotta hit this a certain amount of times. He's gotta raise it on a certain style rank to break it. And there we go. He bought Stinger 2. So yeah, when you miss the first, any of the missions you missed the S rank, and you buy the Stinger there. Also here we are on our first boss fight.
This is Cerberus. Cerberus has 3 heads, and he's an ice enemy. You just get rid of the ice so you can start wailing on the boss.
He's everyone's first and last playthrough. Because apparently we are running on a special edition, which means the copy of the game is derived from the Japanese version of the vanilla of the game. Because in the North American version of the vanilla version, apparently it's so here's the thing: easy mode is pretty much normal mode. Normal mode is hard mode. Hard mode, God, don't get me started on Dante was.
Yeah, so when DMC2 came out, the major complaint was that it was way too easy. So when they did DMC3, like the guys say, they basically swapped all the difficulties around. Normal was hard, easy was normal, etc. And because it starts you on normal mode, you're technically starting on hard mode. So
Yeah. If only, yeah. If only somebody told us that. We got to thank that guy that said it was too easy. And also, they got a little cool free ride there. So here, these are enigmas. Your friendly neighborhood enigmas. They're as annoying as heck.
Enigmas are annoying, but we will see in a later mission a cool skip that will be done with it.
hopefully.
Hopefully. No.
Hopefully.
We will see
Not-
it. He's gonna get it first try.
And for this
You
route,
guys mind if I jump in real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go for it.
you got a second
I
there.
just read some information real quickly, and then I'll get it back to you right away. We do have a lot of prizes we're giving away during this weekend, including 2 Devil May Cry figures, Dante and Trish. These are vintage figures from Devil May Cry 1, released in May of 2003. Just a $10 donation gets you entered in for that prize, and well worth $10. Come on now. A one-of-a-kind painting of Chester Bennington by fine artist and tattoo artist Beck Beware. She created the piece specifically for this event and comes with a certificates of authenticity. I can speak. You can find more of her work at beckbeware.com and her Instagram and TikTok at beck.beware. $10 for that as well.
Ooh.
Some Pokemon card bundles. A bundle of Pokemon TCG Silver Tempest Elite Trainer Box and a graded PSA 10 Japanese Glaceon. Is that how you say that? I'm not up on my Pokemon glossary. Glaceon EX Special Art Rare from Terrestrial Festival. This was provided by the great team at Magic Cart Collectibles. Another $15 donation gets you that. Everybody's favorite Sonic the Hedgehog Squishmallow. A 14-inch Squishmallow of Sonic holding his beloved ring. $10 gets you in for that. And the big one, the granddaddy, Switch 2 bundle, including a Switch 2 console, digital copy of Mario Kart World, and a physical copy of Pokemon Legends Z to A for the Switch 2, of course. This was provided by the lovely and incredible staff and owners of Video Game Trading Post in Pensacola, Florida. $100 donation or $100 donated over the course of the entire event gets you entered in for that as well. We've got bid wars and polls going on, and just exclamation donate in the Twitch chat if you want to figure out how to donate very easily. You can get yourself in for some of those, or just to give to a great cause, and I'll give it right back to you guys.
All right, thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
This next boss
right.
is called Gigapede. He's pretty much just gonna fly around the whole time and be as annoying as possible for Spencer here. We are hoping for the quick kill right here, which he's gonna release on his head and his buttock of Gigapede to give you a lot of damage.
So you see him go around that circle, right? He basically lined up his tail and his head with what you call a silver release. So is it that little green orb at the upper left-hand corner? Basically, whenever you successfully parry a hit, that thing lines up. It means you filled up your rage meter. So whenever you have your rage meter filled, you can deal a damage with a silver release and deal a humongous amount of damage with a gold release, like probably 10 more times. Also, another thing we didn't get to talk about is we got a new weapon from our friendly neighborhood Cerberus, which is nunchucks. And so you see Spence do a lot of swinging and then switch between Rebellion and Cerberus. It's called switch canceling. You just you cancel out the end of a swing by switching to another weapon and such, and you do it the same for Cerberus. Those were the blood goals. Shoot him and then swing. Also, here's Jester. Fun fact: this was optional. I believe it was optional back in back in vanilla version, and for the special edition, for the very reason, this fight has to be mandatory. But for the rest of the game, it has to be yeah, it's you can skip those. Yeah. But since this Cake, yeah, we gotta do everything. I don't think you mentioned it, Spence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
Okay.
what Cake actually entails. So yeah, it's the 100% run. So there's 3 jester fights. The first one is mandatory, and then the second 2 are optional. But because we're doing literally 100%, we have to do all 3 jester fights, including all of the boss rush on mission 18 as well.
Oh yeah, we'll get into the boss rush later. But for now, let's breeze through here.
Let's not fall off like I did in practice either, eh?
Oh, we have all done that. Good lord.
Can never get that jump, man. That jump haunts me to this day.
Yeah, yeah, me too. So basically, you could literally so for some reason you could steer Dante for a short period of time when falling. For example, he jumped off of the ledge. He could move him a bit in midair, then he land on one of those ledges again, like a level below him. But that's you got to be at a specific angle to do that, and the fact that it is a you do get a short period to move him around. Okay, we got the keep forgetting the key names. So much like DMC1, because DMC1, I don't know if you know, is a Resident Evil game. So you go into a mysterious place, you get it, run to a locked door, you gotta find a key, but the door getting that key is locked, so you gotta get another key to get another key. A good old Resident Evil key, things like that. But as the series goes on, now we do kind of steer away from the Resident Evil mania and whatnot. Yeah, this is from the mind of Mr. Kamiya, who made Bayonetta and Resident Evil 2 in '98. So I believe this is called the Silver Steel, Soul Steel. So earlier we walked on a walkway over there and it fell. Now we have that key in possession. We are able to float midair to cross this pathway. And he just broke his second adjudicator with Cerberus. And on to secret mission 2. You
This
want to take over
mission
this
is
one?
where yeah, I got it. This is where we are gonna fight 4 enigmas. But the issue is, if you get hit, you would have to restart this secret mission, which is really annoying for a new player in this. But since this is a speed run, we know the exact strat, just to run at them and wail on them, which makes it look like a joke.
You still got to be careful of that. And got to do a specific angle.
Yeah, the 2 enigmas at the back are the only ones that will actually fire at you. The other 2 kind of just chill. So by staggering into both of them, you'll interrupt their attack pattern, and the game kind of goes, I don't know what to do now. I'm coded to hit you straight away. So you can basically stop yourself from ever getting hit at all from them.
And here we just level up our Royal Guard. So now Mr. Spence, instead of he can do releases off the ground called air release. He can do silver releases midair. He can do gold release midair. Also, here we have a lovely RE4 elevator. So basically, he has to eliminate a groups of 4 guys, groups of pride, before the next group comes down. Otherwise, it'll all come crashing down. Also, you got to be careful not to fall down. Also, we have here is Agni Ruja. So basically, we're just gonna wail on them with shotgun cancel. So the strat here is they're gonna come at us, and we're gonna parry them with a bit of a whiff of silver release or bronze release, and they're that sensitive. they're easy allergic, and then we just wail on them. And that's it.
The easiest way for this fight is you want to keep them in the same menu. So while you're attacking one, you got to make the other one attack you so you can release them so they keep on getting into their down state. So they don't run away from you, because that's what they like to do a lot.
Okay. I think they're done.
That was a little scary at the end there.
No, don't do that to me.
There you go.
There we go. Easy fight. And that is
All
mission
right,
5.
with that mission
Uh,
completed, I got a couple donations for you if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, mission 6,
Yeah, go for
there's
it.
not a whole lot
Perfect.
going on. So, perfect.
All right, we got a $20 donation from Anonymous. So thank you, Anonymous. We've got a $15 donation from our tattoo artist, Beck Beware. We are super proud of everything you are doing for this awesome cause. Keep being incredible. Love, Beck, Zoe, and Joey. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for the donation of the painting, the drawing. And then finally, an anonymous tip of $130.
Ooh.
Big time thank you to
Mamma
whoever did that.
mia.
Thank you for donating to a wonderful cause, and thank you everybody for every donation you put forward is just one step closer to something, just more awareness, more help, and pun was intended there. But yeah, thank you so much for every donation you guys give, and please continue as the weekend rolls on. Back to you guys.
Perfect.
All right.
So this mission is it's more of a puzzle than anything else. There's no mandatory fights. There's no bosses. It's literally the first one we go through is like a little spike arena, which you would have seen a minute ago, and then I don't really know how the solution to the other room came about. We just kind of know, and that's it. Apparently, it's to do with some book or some transcript or something somewhere. But honestly, I couldn't tell you where. We just know it's 4, 3, 2, and then 1. I think if I'm not on the top of my head, I know it by direction rather than anything else.
Yeah, I don't remember the numbers. I just know where to go.
All right.
And here we
where are
have, at the end of 6, we're going to start mission 7, which we're going to be introduced to Dante's twin brother, Virgil, which will be the boss for this mission.
So this is Timmy Negru. Basically, it's a tower / tunnel which connects the human world to the demon world. So basically, Virgil, with the help of a man called Arkham was it? Keep forgetting. I didn't really care much for that man. So they want to open up the world that Sparta once closed, and Dante's gotta get on top to stop him. The good old Betty twin brother. And this is SM3, right? Basically,
Yeah.
you gotta stay up in the air. Oh,
Let's try.
Very
Never happens.
beautiful.
whoa!
This secret mission is usually a long one if you don't get it right away, because it's all RNG most of the time if the enemies want to jump up or just stay on the ground and be annoying.
Yeah, there is a way of doing that. Waifu, Shark Waifu, top tier DMC speedrunner, found that if you kill all but one of them, you can kind of lead him so he just he walks around in a circle, and you can consistently jump off his back, and that's how you can keep in the air. I'm crap. So we went to try and find an easier way of doing this. The easiest way I've ever found is to use the Swordmaster style, because you've got a lot of mid-air combos from that, and you can use that to stay up in the air. But we also found that by shooting your guns as well in mid-air, you can carry on, kind of stay up there. And this is the worst blue orb fragment ever. I'm going to concentrate for a second. There we go.
You can do it together. If only you have enough devil trigger for that. There we go. Worst blue orb in the game.
And now we're going to be introduced to something called jump cancelling. So, gentlemen.
Oh, right.
Take this, or sure you got it.
You got it. I got it.
Jump canceling is any animation in this game could be canceled when you jump on an enemy. Agni and Rudra has the highest DPS for jump canceling. When you just jump and press the Y attack, it does a double air slash. And Spence is going to combo that into jump canceling to get the highest DPS to get rid of.
Beautiful.
I kind of forgot the enemies or what they're called.
Greeds.
These are greeds.
The greeds will, as you can see, they will spawn other enemies, weaker ones. And if you don't kill them fast enough, it just gets the fight gets it longer and longer. But
So
luckily,
for this
Ben's
room,
got it perfectly.
yeah, I got it perfect. For that room, it only spawns prides, which is the lower tier of enemies. Don't get me started on the next room. You're about to find out. Here's another rebellion adjudicator. So the key with earning style points is like you gotta deal a certain amount of damage. You gotta do it with a variety of moves, and also you cannot get hit at any time. And so that's pretty much the key for breaking these educators. It gets difficult as you go on.
Yeah,
Oof.
you need to get like triple S with weapons like Nevin and Beowulf, and because we don't buy extra moves or we don't use things like Swordmaster, we're very limited in the combos we can use to get that style ranking up. So you will see a lot of the same combos, unfortunately. No combo mads around here.
Yeah. Yeah, style players would have pulverized that.
Real quick, guys, just want to mention we have one nearing expiration for a bid war. The
Ooh.
alternate costume for the Devil May Cry 4. We got just under 17 minutes left for that one. Need a little bit of help there to get that alternate costume activated. So we got about 16 minutes to reach a $100 goal for that as well. We got a bunch more for tomorrow. Make the Golem dance in Haunting Grounds. Got over a day for that one, and then the secret ending in Manifold Garden. We got 9 hours for, so plenty of time. But we do have that Devil May Cry 4 one expiring soon, so get your donations in to count for that alternate costume. Thanks, guys.
I only remember.
Ish, what's
More
your
like-
favorite costume out the entire series?
Oh, for Devil May Cry 3, it's of course it's a DMC1 costume, but without the coat.
Yeah, the
Oh,
old
that's
beta
amazing.
DMC one.
Oh yeah, is that what it was?
That's like the original costume before they changed it. Back when it was still, if you didn't know, Resident Evil 4.
When he was
Did we mention
when he
that
was
Devil
still
May Cry
Leon.
1 was going to be Resident Evil 4?
No. Wait a minute, I did bring that up. Yeah, for a bit, yeah, because we were talking about finding a Resident Evil item to unlock a Resident Evil door that gets you to a Resident Evil item. Blah blah blah. So, like I said earlier, we first encountered this Vanguard back in Mission 2 as a boss fight, but in reality, it's just a mini boss. Because, as per the lore, Dante just progressively gets stronger and stronger as he gets atop of that tower high. And also, yeah, the more weapons he gains, he gets stronger as well. And now, oh, lovely. So yeah, that's a little bit of a meme there where so he's canceling the recovery animation for the Stinger with Royal Guard. So he ended up interacting with that divinity statue there. Also, here we are, Virgil. So looks like he's gonna keep Virgil stun lock for like 13 hits, and then wail on him with some shotgun cancel just to manipulate a hit out of him. Go. When he gets him down to a certain amount of health, he's gonna do a royal release. You want to keep him here because he could, around this phase, he can just run away, lose you a lot of time. Beautiful. That's mission 7.
Here after in the mission, the cutscene of the transition to mission 8, we unlock something called Devil Trigger. Devil Trigger will make your pretty much increase your DPS by twice and make your health regen. So Spence is gonna buy purple orb so he can increase his Devil Trigger length for future missions and for pretty much the entire run, just so he can increase your damage output.
And he's gonna run faster. Little did you know, he did lose that fight, and he got impaled, and he woke up to his devil trigger. Oh, why do we have Trickster again?
For
Fill me
That's
on
the
the
secret
cake.
mission.
Oh, for the secret mission. Okay, you do need a. Oh, you do. That's right.
you don't need it, but it's a lot easier.
All right. All right. So yeah, like I said, Virgil did get away.
Oh my god.
In case you're wondering why we're inside here, so yeah, Virgil did get away. Dante tries to chase him down. Instead, he gets swallowed by a big beast called Leviathan. It's a whale slash demon slash flying thing. He got swallowed, so we gotta play with his organs so to get us out. My least favorite platform right here. You gotta break these good old bulbs thingy to open that little gate there. Looks a bit sus. Good old switch canceling to get more extra orbs so he can afford more moves later in the run. More holy waters and such.
Okay, we got it there. Here we have Secret Mission 4, which on Mission 5, we climbed the elevator to get the Agni and Rudra, but we're doing this to get a blue orb fragment. But this time, the enemies have Devil Trigger activated, and it's a lot harder to push them off the platform. So what Spence is going to do, he equipped the Trickster style so he can wall run up the wall or with little pillars here to despawn the enemies to make it a lot easier.
I love the strategy so much. I think it's so good.
Oh, I love me some
Bye.
RE4 elevators.
And if we get lucky, yes, we love the little wall run. Because he jumps off at the end of a wall run, you can actually hit the blue wall fragment there and pick it up before the elevator actually gets there. We'll
the
take
good
that.
old DMC2 wall run.
I'm just going to switch back to Royal Guard because no one likes Trickster. What do we need Trickster for? Apart from that secret mission I've just done.
It's slow. Yeah, hurts my eye. See you cancel figure with Trickster.
Honestly. Do you guys want to explain elemental differences with the default costume as well?
Oh, Andresh. I never knew there were such elemental differences.
Oh,
Or are you talking about the Devil Trigger?
Devil Trigger, yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, the Devil Trigger. Oh.
To be honest, Ish, you got that. I have no idea about that. I just heard about it right now.
As far as elemental, not really, but I do know each weapon has its own Devil Trigger model, which is insane. I know. Yeah.
But I think I understand.
It's kind of like
each enemy has
but-
their own elemental weakness, like what we're gonna see on Mission 9. This the enemies there, the spiders, or that's what I call them, are weak to fire, which is why we use Agni and Rudra to do the most amount of damage with them.
Yeah, either you could switch cancel them or good old jump cancel, but they have a wonky hitbox, so it won't be fun. Also, as to what we're doing here in the retina room, your guess is as good as ours. So we just get rid of them and hope we get to the key as fast as we could. Oh, here's another Cerberus adjudicator. Give us more health, more power. No, get more health. It looks kind of banged up right now from all those hits. Oh, he didn't get up. Not yet.
Another thing to note as well with the Devil Trigger, the elemental side of things, is that each Devil Arm has its own unique ability. For example, if you have Cerberus equipped in your Devil Trigger, you run 1.2 times faster. If you've got Rebellion on, you can hold the lock-on button and jump, and you can fly.
Oh,
well, you can kind of float. It's not really flying. And there's other
float.
little nuances to that as well.
And not for long, too.
We got a big donation in if you guys are up for it.
We're ready.
Go ahead.
We got a $150 donation from Kuno. Hi, I'm Kuno. I dream of cheese. I run Dog and Girl Castle game. Hi, Spencer. You're cool. Hope you have a good run. Fortnite 6-7 Rizzler. Bye. Well, thank you, Kuno. That was amazing. Thank you so much for that donation.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful textbook Banhart. Almost.
Here we're fighting the organs of the Leviathan. The left one relies on red orbs, and the blue one relies on devil trigger. So what Spencer's going to
I
do
believe.
is take one of them down to open up the core, which is the main, like pretty much the heart of the Leviathan, which after defeated, the creature dies.
Oh yeah, another thing we didn't talk about is one unique feature about this devil trigger in this particular game is called devil trigger explosion. So if you hold on to the input, whether I think it's left bumper, if you hold it long enough and you see those yellow orbs thingy to the left, to the right side, to the right of the first three, if those glow red means and you let them go, Dante would go into devil trigger and it'll do an explosion which will cause amount of damage. I don't know. I never bothered to ask whether the more stocks you do, the more damage you do, or the more, or rather, it's either you get more AOE out of it. I don't know if it's the same AOE, you just deal more damage. Am I right? Is it just more damage or just more AOE?
It's both.
It's both. Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt
Which
again. I should.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Good.
The
Go on, go on.
DMC4 costume was met, so we're going to use the alternate costume.
Good lord! Somebody snuck that in. All right. Guess I'm gonna have to make good with the with estimate.
With Kuno's donation, we hit that one.
Well, thank
So
you.
again, thank you, Kuno, and I hope I said all of those young person slang things correctly.
Young person.
I didn't have a clue. I'm not gonna lie.
The 6-7 thing I didn't understand whatsoever.
All right. Oh yeah. With that being said, since the donation's been met, I gotta get ready. Andresh, I'm gonna leave it to you, buddy. Dan, good luck. Also, are you going for the?
I'm gonna try.
Oh, he almost had it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, guys, enjoy the run. I will see y'all for DMC4. You guys have this.
So
Right,
what we see here is Spencer's going to try to do a gold release. A gold release on a slope in a normal speed run, it just sends you far away. So pretty much you will zip across the map, which on mission 4, if we were not to be cake, you would have seen what's known as a giga zip, which pretty much just skits the gigapede boss fight, which we fought on 4. But we didn't get it here, so we won't see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's really precise, and those Enigma enemies that we spoke about before will hit you when you really don't want them to hit you. When you do want them to hit you, they don't hit you. So we can't really. It's definitely just up to RNG.
Yes, pretty much. Because you have to be on the right slope and everything. It's all mathematics, but we're not that smart to learn all that.
Someone put physics in my action game.
So we're just here collecting, like any Resident Evil game, we're collecting an item and we're using that item to go to this place. So that's pretty much what mission 9 is. Yeah. Literally any mission. What we're gonna see here is a gold release. Spencer's gonna try to gold release on the door hand that comes out, so we can hit all 3 of the enemies to instantly eliminate all of them. But even with it, you're still gonna farm a rage on your royal guard to do the max amount of damage, which even if you don't get it, it's still gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of this run is utilizing your devil trigger and your guard meter. And if you don't have either, it can get really. There is a lot of backups that we can do if we don't get the right amount of meters, but it is a lot more satisfying to actually get the one you need.
Yeah. What you saw Spence do, he's building his meters on the saw. You could build meter for pretty much enemies or any environmental anything can pretty much be blocked besides the acid in mission 8, which just speeds up time because the more meter you have, the more damage you do, which saves time. And here we have mission secret mission number 5, which is we are back at mission 3 at the bar, and we are just going to be destroying every single thing in here like a drunk man.
That's another secret mission I could do without, to be honest.
It was a little close, but yeah, you got it.
And the biggest enemy in this game is the camera. As you'll see, there's a lot
of fixed angles in this, which when you're trying to go fast, it doesn't really help you. Here we are on our next boss fight, Nevin. She is a electric bat person that just likes to run away with you, but the bats she protects her. So the fastest way to get rid of it is to jump cancel her until all the bats are away, and then she falls down, and you pretty much just wail on her and repeat.
Stay still, please. Okay, that was a nice 2 cycle, actually.
You're gonna pretty much every enemy, you're just gonna be getting switch canceled, which Spence is gonna switch cancel from Rebellion to Agni and Rudra just to get the max amount of damage. And here we unlock the new weapon Nevin, which is an electric guitar, which Dante can jam out with it.
Love a little bit of free ride going through here.
Here are we going to get to our next combat adjudicator with Nevin, but Nevin isn't the fastest weapon with it, so Spencer's going to do a lot of specific moves just so he can unlock this rock out move to do the max amount of damage and increase the style meter a lot, which is the ideal move for the combat adjudicators with Nevin.
Now we're going to the favorite secret mission, so I'm going to be quiet for a bit because this takes a lot of concentration.
Yeah.
I didn't buy air hike. Okay.
We believe in you. We believe. This secret mission is one of the hardest ones in the game. But what the original route is, you have to use Nevin to fly around, but we cannot. Well, we can afford it, but we're not going to. So we're just gonna fly around with Rebellion.
Yeah, I need to go buy air hike. Yeah, when I went to the statue to change my weapon, I should have bought the air hike move for Rebellion so I can double jump, and that makes it a breeze. So unfortunately, that's a lot of time lost there.
Yeah.
I also now need to rebuild Devil Trigger because I can only fly whilst in Devil Trigger. So you're going to be seeing this start screen a few times whilst I get some white orbs, unfortunately.
In cake runs, this run is usually the run killer that ends a lot of people's runs just off bad luck or bad flying. but hopefully we get it here.
Nope.
Right there.
The hitbox on getting these red orbs is a pain. So like you can map out the where you're going to be flying to and from. But like, see that one there, I should have picked it up, but I was probably like a pixel away from actually getting it. So it didn't register that I was close enough to actually pick up the orb.
The rest of this mission is pretty bland, so if we have any donations you would like to read, you can go ahead.
Let me see. There are no donations, I don't think, but I'll double check real quick. But if you want to find out how to donate, !donate in the Twitch chat. We'll give you the link you need to our Tiltify website to donate very, very easily. Lots of incentives, lots of prizes to donate towards, and all kinds of great things like that. Coming up after this great Devil May Cry 3 run, we're doing Devil May Cry 4 with Ish. And then we have the alternate costume going for that, as that did meet its goal. So that is coming up, and my computer doesn't want to reload Tiltify, but one more second. No new donations as of yet, but we will get many more hopefully before the end of this run.
Okay.
And we're doing good so far. Good run so far. Thank you, everyone.
So here we're gonna see our. I don't know if we are gonna see it. Do we use a holy water here, Spence?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are gonna be seeing our first item used, which is known as a holy water. A holy water is a item that just does a lot of damage to pretty much every enemy in the room, and it's a great way to clear up long fights like one of these.
I used it a little bit too early there. And to put in perspective how much of a time Secret Mission 6 is, my split said I went from nearly 2 minutes ahead to I'm on par with my PB at the moment. Do you want to explain the bit more about the lore, Andre, while we're going through it?
Yes. While we are going through Temini Gru, Dante is trying to reach the lower level of it, since Virgil is in the control room now. In the cutscenes, Virgil actually betrays Arkham and is known as he's supposedly dead, but which he's not. And in the lore, Dante also meets Lady throughout the Temini Gru, and Arkham pretty much manipulates Lady into thinking Virgil is the bad person in it, and in the end, well, we'll see it later up, but that's pretty much what the story is right here.
So what we're doing at the moment, a little bit more of a puzzle. You get these two blocks here. We've got to push until they start, as the game puts it, crying blood. So we're just going to push them. You can't push them any other way. They're on a straight path. So by Royal Guard cancelling as we go through, we can kind of just maximize the amount of hits we do on that. And our favorite boss from Mission 2 is back.
We are also introduced to a new enemy. I believe it's called the Lust. These are enemies that go invisible when you're looking at them, but you have to turn around quickly and attack them to make them visible again. They're not really the strongest enemies, but if they grab you, they will start draining your devil trigger meter, which is not ideal.
Come down here and we're going to grab another holy water. Oh, we picked one up before. This is the second one. Grab a little red orb cache and apparently fly backwards. I thought I was facing the other way, but all right. And another Agni and Rudra adjudicator. So, like before, we're going to keep doing the same mountain of combos. Until that star ranking gets up to a double S for this one. There we go. Grab the fragment, and then we're off on the little, I don't know what you want to call this, cart thing.
Yeah, the cart. The cart ride isn't a normal thing. It's just like any other wave. You're just gonna be fighting waves of enemies until you reach the end of the cart. But Spence is gonna use DTE explosions to minimize the time he has to spend fighting these enemies. And he will also be building his rage meter for Royal Guard for the boss that is coming up, which I'll explain when we get there.
You can jump in real quick if you like. No donations yet. Yeah, no donations yet, but I did just want to say a big thank you to the video game trading post. They gave us a lot of our giveaway prizes, and you can find them locally owned and operated in Pensacola, Florida. You check out their newly expanded store where you'll be able to find everything from retro video games to new releases, anime figurines, plushies, and everything in between, along with a vast selection of trading card games, including a plethora of graded and ungraded Pokemon card singles, packs, and more. Check them out on Instagram at VGTP Florida and Blue Sky at vgtp.bsky.social. Thank you to them as always for donating those amazing rewards and prizes and whatnot. And just really quickly, the reason we're here is for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's a great cause. We're trying to raise money for people to get the help they need, to understand what's going on in their brains, and all kinds of great reasons that this foundation exists. So we want to help them as much as possible, because I have a feeling that every one of us in one way or another has been affected by suicide. So we want to do everything we can to help friends and people out there that don't know that help is there for them. So all right. Actually, if I still have some time, we did get a donation while I was yapping away.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So Tiltify is being a real nuisance today. So, refresh. There we go. Okay. I should say also the two polls out there are for Mario's outfit and Mario Odyssey. Boxers is winning, and to play as a boy or girl in BS Zelda, or BS Zelda, excuse me. Boy is winning over boy and girl. So, but yes, our latest donation was an anonymous donation. No comment, just here's $150. Thank you, you wonderful, wonderful person. You another big donation, so thank you so much, and thank you for everyone that's donated so far, big or small. Every little bit is amazing, and you're amazing people for being able to give as much as you can. So thank you so much, and I'll be back when there's more. Thanks, guys.
All right, back to the run. The fight just experienced, his name is Beowulf. His weakness is his eye. So as you saw, Spence was trying to jump cancel his eye with Agni and Rudra and hit it. And in his thing, he does a big AoE attack, which Spence did Royal Guard, but not at the right angle to pretty much instantly eliminate the boss. But the main purpose of the fight is just to hit him in his eye to do the most amount of damage. And here on the tram at the beginning of it, he was trying to group up the two weaker enemies so he could do a skip to skip one of the waves so he can manipulate the fight. So he eliminates all the enemies on one tram, and then it goes instantly to the third one instead of skipping the second one, which he did not get.
Yeah, it's a very tricky skip that I have no idea how it works. I've seen it done a bunch of times. I kind of get it, but it's really finicky. This mission as well, you can see we're in Devil Trigger kind of constantly. We've got an item at the moment that, for giving us infinite Devil Trigger, will sap our health very slowly. Luckily, on Cape, we have a lot more health than normal. So this one's not as much of a race against time as it would be in a normal any percent run. In a normal any percent run, you only have 6 bars of health. Right now, we've got 9 or 10. It gives a lot more leeway on being able to not take your time, because obviously we want to go fast, but we have a lot more space to move around in if we need to. And this
And in
secret mission
this,
here,
yeah,
go ahead.
I got it. This secret mission, you originally are not supposed to have this ability in like a normal run, but since it's Cake, you reroute around it. What you want to do is attack the enemy so you can free ride on it to get it to the blue orb fragment. But since this is all manipulated and routed out perfectly, we have this infinite DT just to make that secret mission a lot more easier. After this room, we will be having our second Jester fight, which Jester will be getting a new friend, hopefully. He gets a big ball this time around later in the fight, which is neat. It's pretty much the same fight as the first one, but instead of switch canceling with Cerberus and Rebellion, we're going to be jump canceling with Agni and Rudra, just because the jump attack with Agni and Rudra is just a higher DPS compared to switch canceling. But it is a lot harder to do.
Such a finicky fight.
But at least we got it about the transit.
The way some people do jump canceling, it looks a lot more clean, I want to say. The way I do it is very messy, and that's just because that's the only way I know how to do it.
Here we'll be getting to our next boss, Garyon, which is a horse pretty much. He's just gonna run at you pretty much, and he has the time stop ability, which he can freeze time and move himself in it, which is pretty neat. Here we're gonna see a cool gold release, and it is hit perfectly.
We basically just don't let Garyon play the game.
Yeah. Usually in this fight, he would just run around in a circle, and you would have to stagger him by hitting him in his head or releasing him, which would lose a lot of time. But with this strat, you pretty much just make the fight look like a joke. And here on mission 13, we are going to be entering our second fight with Virgil. And we are going to be introducing a new enemy called the chess pieces. Just like a normal chessboard, you have your pawns, your rooks, your knights, your horses, bishops, I think they're called. And we are going to be fighting, I believe these are the pawns. And since you might help me, I kind of don't remember which Which one?
Pawns and bishops, these ones are, yeah. There we go, I'm just getting another red orb cache on there, and then we're going into the next secret mission down the stairs. This big, conspicuous red light that's just chilling.
This light is not a secret mission. You're just gonna be pretty much just destroy the enemies as the secret mission says. It's not an easy one to say, but it's just a room clear.
It's mainly because the enemies that it has you fight are just really annoying. And have super armor sometimes, so you can't really stagger most of them. Unless you hit the weaknesses, like with the flames. As mentioned before, this one's just kind of taunting me.
These spiders are really annoying since if you keep on summoning them, they will just dash you at the same time, which gets really annoying. And here we have 2 rafts we have to fight, which hopefully they won't keep on grouping up together.
I got attacked by a baby spider right at the end there.
The spiders can also spawn if you kill them in a certain way. They will either dissolve or split in half, which each spider can create baby spiders, which just jump on you. And after a while, if you don't deal with them, they will just pretty much just do a tiny bit of damage.
Damage is minimal, but it will always stun you as well. You'll always get knocked back for some reason.
I feel like spiders are always giving me mental damage as well. Not just
Oh,
physical.
yeah.
Once I see one, it has to die.
And here we're just making our way to our last Nevin combat adjudicator and Virgil 2, which is the hardest fight in my opinion out of the 3 Virgil fights. Since Nevin doesn't have a lot of combos, we switched to Swordmaster just so it makes our life a lot easier.
There we are.
Nevin is a really cool weapon in the style play community, but we're not going to see it much in here.
Yeah, you can get really good utilization out of Nevin if you know how, but to go fast, we don't really need it.
And here we have Virgil too. He has a new weapon with us, Beowulf. As the boss on 11, we did not kill. So Virgil actually defeated it for us. And now he has his double arm. Sadly, Spence did not get the cycle he wanted for Virgil. So he did not skip his DP phase. And after a certain point, Virgil will switch back to Yamato, and then he will start fighting in between using both double arms.
That is a really hard fight. There's a big phase skip. Unfortunately, I released my devil trigger too early, so I took him below the health threshold early to give him. We meant to basically take him to the low threshold in the midst of a combo, so he's stun locked, and then do enough damage on top of that to then take him into the next phase.
Here we're gonna see after we have defeated Virgil, Arkham actually comes back and he shows that he is the jester and manipulated Virgil and Lady into doing his dirty work for him pretty much. So now he is at the top of the tower trying to claim the power of Sparta while us three are trying to make our way up to him. And we
I'm
unlock
going to go back down. I forgot to equip Spiral.
No.
Despite me looking directly at my notes.
Here we actually get the Devil Arm Beowulf though, which is pretty much just a boxing one. It has the most damage output in the game, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of jump canceling with it. And it is a lot easier to do considered Agni and Redress.
Yeah, Beowulf's going to be our main damage dealer now going forwards. Agni and Rouge will still come into play for a couple of bosses, especially on the boss rush after. But for the majority of the game now, we're going to be with Rebellion and Beowulf. And this is my second favorite secret mission, said no one ever. Do you want to talk about the secret mission, Andre?
Yeah. This secret mission is where we were pretty much just trying to eliminate all the enemies on the gondolas that are above you. You're gonna be shooting Spiral, which is the most damaging firearm. And with any other one, you just want to just pretty much do it as fast as you can. And with Spiral and Royal Guard, you're going to be switch canceling just so you can, or not switch canceling, guard canceling, just so you get the most damage output. One small miss up here, and pretty much the secret mission is done. And there we go. It's perfectly done.
Another thing with Spiral is that it's a big gun. It's an anti-tank rifle. And for those connoisseurs of the anime variety, you might have seen Helsing. You know an anti-tank rifle does not play around. But basically now, yeah, we're going backwards again through the tower because we got knocked off by Arkham. We now have to go back outside and go up the side of it.
We got a second for a donation?
Yes.
Yep.
This mission is pretty brand, so go ahead.
All right, there'll be a quick one here. We got $100 from Oscar. Thank you so much, Oscar. Another big time donation. Everybody's getting in for that Switch 2 bundle, I think. But thank you so much for the donations, everyone that's getting them in. Again, it's for a great cause, and we got a great run going. And so help support the cause and help support these guys playing Devil May Cry 3. And we got many more coming, hopefully. So hit exclamation donate in the chat to see where you got to do to donate, and we'll be here all day and tomorrow. So let's go, guys. Thanks again.
Here we're in the pretty much the Hell Halls. It's just we're just gonna be fighting a lot of the chess pieces, pretty much. throughout this thing. It's mainly like a puzzle, but after you defeat a room, a new door will open. But we go left, I mean, we go right, left, then pretty much to the exit. And just with using jump cancels with Beowulf and DT explosions the whole time, just to make this area a quick breeze. We actually get introduced to a new enemy here, right here, the horse. He's just gonna, he pretty much just swings his horn and jumps up and down on Dante, which with right timing could be parried with Royal Guard, but we'll see what he does here.
And this again, this is the jump cancel that we mentioned earlier. It's a lot easier to do with Beowulf than it is Agni and Ruja. So you can get a lot more big combos on there just by basically Mario stomping on the red.
Mm. Oh, did you already pick up the purple? I meant the blue orb there, or no?
Yeah, I got it at the end of the maze.
Oh, okay. No, the other one, and that would
The one in the alcove.
yeah.
Yeah, I got that back on mission 9.
Okay. Maybe I'm just zoned out.
So yeah, we found another portal there, so we basically gone back to the strip club that was at the beginning of the game, and now we're gonna go. There's a big, awesome, cool anime style cutscene where Dante rides up the side of the tower on a motorcycle, but of course we're going fast, so we skip that. And this is the next kind of like puzzle mission. So we actually now have to turn the tower around to find some key items to get a lift to go further up the tower. And I'm not explaining this very well because I'm also trying to play the game.
I
Because
got
it's
it.
very precise.
So what Spence is fighting right now is what known as the Fallen. These are one of the most annoying enemies in the game because they can, one, just go through the wall, and two, they like to run away from you. Throughout this part of the Temenri Grew, we are going to be unlocking the dials, which is a wheel you're just going to spin into different areas. The code we are going to be using is, isn't it just 2222?
Yeah.
Okay. And this pretty much gives you the fastest spins, so we can minimize each room without going back to each one. Each entry point has a different code to lead you to a different door, but since we're using the code, it just saves a lot of time.
Now, on a casual playthrough, or even just an any percent run, you would do 2-1-2-2. And that will get you to exactly where you need to go. But we have an extra blue orb fragment that we need to get, so 2-2-2-2 is the way to go. There is a respawn warp in this game, in this mission. But because on Cake we have so much more HP, it's a little bit trickier to get. Depending on how much damage I take throughout the mission, we'll see if we go for it. If not, it's not a massive deal. It probably only saves maybe like 30, 40 seconds. So if we don't get it, it's not like a run killer or anything like that. So we'll see when we get further to the end of the mission if we're going to do a respawn warp or not. Because at the start of the game, there's two options. You've got yellow orb and gold orb. Depending on which one you pick, details what happens when you run out of HP. If you pick yellow orb, I think, I could be wrong, if you have a yellow orb, you respawn there and then, or it restarts the room that you're in. or gold orb, I think it respawns you there and then. But obviously we don't have either gold or yellow orbs. So when we press the continue button, when we get there, if and when we get there, it's going to restart us at the start of the area that we're in. But for some reason on this mission, I don't know if it does it on any other mission, because we picked up the key item before this happens, we retain those key items. So we have all 3 pieces that gets the lift up and running. Not quite sure how and why that works. It just kind of does. We won't, but we don't moan. Anything to go fast. So we're back here again. We're going to hit it twice more. That's going to spin the tower even more to go to the next hallway, which you'll recognize from a couple of missions ago. It's faster to use Beowulf to do the dive kick than just normal falling animation. But also, if we kind of like, we can take damage for that respawn warp that I was referring to earlier. We're gonna set the tower up again, go through here, grab the next piece of the key.
There's a lot of, there's pretty much no required fight in the mission, but the first one. But in a casual playthrough, you'd probably, attack all these enemies, which would add a lot of time.
Okay, that might have been too much. Okay, these are very annoying, so I'm gonna be quiet for a minute, let you crack on, whilst I concentrate hitting this wheel. No, never mind. But we tried to settle for that respawn wall, but it didn't work. So I still have to hit that switch twice. But then I'm going to still have to get the key item after anyway. So like I say, it's not a massive deal. It's just unfortunate. And it's a lot easier to set up that respawn walk with those big spinning blades from earlier. As you can see, I don't take that much damage in this room. This would be the room where we would do that. But it's going to take a lot longer to do that now than it would be if we was already set up and we was already maybe like on 1 bar HP or something like that. And thankfully that air hack that we bought before is coming in hella handy for some of these platforming sections. Yeah, apparently no, I didn't need to hit that switch twice. Bear with me a second. If there's any donations, now's a good time whilst I try and get us back on track.
No donations, but just remember, everybody, we do have those incentives and goals out there right now. Current targets for Make the Golem Dance for Haunted Grounds is still out there. We got a whole day left for that, though. And then the Secret Ending in Manifold Garden is for tonight. So we got about 8.5 hours left to donate for that. Play as a boy is crushing Play as a girl for BS Zelda. And then Mario's outfits is boxers are winning right now over typical Mario. Boxers, Mario and boxers. We all love it. And we also have our rewards. The Switch 2 bundle. Donate $100 and you can enter in to win this raffle. The Devil May Cry 2-figure bundle with Dante and Trish. $10 gets you entered for that raffle. The Sonic the Hedgehog Squishmallow. $10 gets you entered in to win everyone's favorite hedgehog, blue hedgehog. The Chester Bennington painting created by the fine Beck Beware, the tattoo and artist. Fine, at artist and tattoo artist. Wow, I can't talk. I'm sorry. But that is done specifically for us and our event here, so we're very happy to have that. Very happy to be giving that away to some very lucky donator. And then the Pokemon trading card bundle for $15 gets you entered to win a sealed Silver Tempest Elite Trainer box and a PSA 10 Glaceon X SAR from Terrestal Festival, graciously donated by Magikarp Collectibles. I hope I said all of that correctly. I'll double check donations real fast. We're still sitting pretty. So get those donations and exclamation donate in the chat and Twitch. And yeah, thanks for everybody hanging out in the chat. Hope you're all having fun. I know a couple people are having a good time. See people getting off work to hang out and watch us play Devil May Cry among various other games. Excuse me, now I have the hiccups and I'm gonna shut up. You guys take it away.
So here is just another
Big man of it.
collectathon. Here's another collectathon, pretty much, where we're getting the sun and moon shards to progress through this mission. In the last room, we saw the 2 balls that Spence collided to open the thing, and here we're gonna see not only Secret Mission 10, but you're pretty much we're gonna do the same thing from 7. This secret mission, it's pretty much randomized out of 8, I think, possible rooms where Spence is gonna look at. It's pretty much a strategy of he's gonna line up the little nodes so they connect to the other platform there to complete the secret mission.
Yeah, this is probably my least favorite out of all of the secret missions. Ooh. Who put puzzles in my action game? There we go. Okay. Who the hell put puzzles in my character action game? I want a word. Why do I have to think?
And with the secret mission done, we are also introduced to another addition to the chess piece, the rooks. The rooks are gonna pretty much just open up and shoot a laser out of their 4 sides, which we're just gonna jump cancel them to do the most amount of damage.
Oh, unfortunate. One thing we didn't mention is that with the free ride mechanic you see there, where we jump on the enemy's back, that enemy takes damage if it hits another enemy, and that will impact the free ride time that you have from it. So if it hits, say, like 3-4 enemies, you're gonna lose quite a bit of time on the free ride. So that's also gonna make you lose time because you'll jump off it faster. But we're going into our next boss fight shortly.
You're also gonna be picking up a weapon here. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but you're not gonna see it in this run, sadly.
Sag.
This fight, we are actually gonna be fighting Lady, which she has a moment with Dante, how she thinks she can handle Arkham, and Dante gives her a reality check, pretty much. And this fight can be really bad if it's not strategized correctly, but we're gonna see the correct route right here.
That's unfortunate.
Oh no, she ran away.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh,
I'll take that.
perfect. Never mind.
take
I
it.
was really lucky.
First try.
What happened here if Spence didn't get so lucky is Lady would pretty much jump on top of these bookshelves and just pretty much hide pretty much for like a minute until her health got below 30%, which loses a lot of time. But the ideal thing is to hit her, run away, and then hit her again, release, and that would be the fight. But luckily we got this version, which it was scuffed. It did not lose that much time.
Now for my favorite adjudicator.
This adjudicator is the hardest one in the game without a sword master.
Yeah, you trying to get a triple S when you can do 3 combos is not the one.
And now we're gonna do parkour in the action game. Everyone's favorite mechanic. We are gonna have to make a detour though to through this room to pick up a blue orb fragment.
I'm gonna get another red orb cache here as well, just cause. Or not. I'm pretty sure there's one up here, right?
Yeah.
There is. Okay. I thought I was going mental. If you enjoy this room as well, we'll be seeing it again a little later. But it's kind of different and more of a pain. Never mind. I'm going to shut up now because I can't parkour whilst talking.
Parkour in pretty much any Devil May Cry game isn't the best, but it's a nice twist of just running around collecting stuff. And here we're gonna see our last Jester fight, Jester 3. Yeah, jump cancels aren't the most friendly for this fight.
Yeah. Especially the way I do it, because I do not do jump cancel anywhere near as clean as it can be.
Here, Jester is gonna introduce. Actually, never mind. I thought he was gonna bring the ball out.
Yeah, it's after the other ball phase, yeah.
Hopefully, we don't see it, but Jester will bring a ball out as a little annoyance, which pretty much slows down the fight dramatically.
Okay, that's not too bad. I could have gone a lot worse. The ball in that Jester fight has its own kind of hitbox and HP bar, but if you attack the ball more than Jester, Jester will disappear and the ball will explode and then respawn. So it just makes that fight a lot more finicky and a bit longer, because you'll have to wait for him to come back. You'll have to shoot him again to get him into his vulnerable state. Things like that. It just realistically, you just want to be focusing just hitting Jester and only Jester.
In the next
Why not?
room, we'll be actually after this secret mission here, which is a pretty annoying one. That room we just went through, the spike room, we are going to be going to there again, but this time the spikes are twice as fast.
Yeah, the spikes actually are on the level they would be if we was on Dante Must Die. And we're getting really bad RNG. I want to kind of keep my Royal Guard meter for the upcoming fight. But what you could do if you had Royal Guard equipped at this point is, whilst you're stingering on the ground to get past it, you can release the spikes, and that will get you going a bit faster as well. Because when you released something, you kind of like fly through it. That's the animation that's being played. I can't talk and explain whilst I'm doing this as well,
These
unfortunately.
enemies are called the Fallen. They're pretty much enemies that will just go into the ground and shoot up. They usually just throw ranged attacks at you with their scythe. But the easiest way to deal with them is get them up in the air, and you can just jump cancel on them, which Spence is doing.
Just for safety, I'm getting this red orb cache here. Normally you wouldn't if you're going for a fast run, but I've had a lot of runs die because I wasn't able to buy one last item at the end. So we're playing it very safe so we don't get this the same kind of issues as I've had previously. And we're going into our fight with Doppelganger.
Doppelganger is pretty much a clone of Dante, but he doesn't have all of his moves. He's vulnerable to light, which we're going to see here. So Spence is going to wait for him to come into the light, activate the light, and then jump canceling him. There we go. A little scary, the jump cancel.
Yeah. My jump cancels are really rusty, I won't lie. But we're on the final stretch now, final stretch. I'm going to be quiet and concentrate, but I'll let you kind of explain Mission 18 if that's all right.
Mission 18, we start off with, this will be the longest mission in the whole game. It doesn't take the longest, but for Cake, it's going to be the longest one. We start off first with the chess room, so it's actually the whole chessboard now, so it's Dante versus the entire chessboard, but luckily we're going to use a holy water to save a lot of time after we defeat the first pawn. And like in any go normal game of chess, all you got to do is take out the king and you win.
The bane of my life is a secret mission. I'm going to be quiet.
This is the last secret mission we're gonna see in the run, and it's the room you saw in 17, the parkour room, just a lot more harder. Usually we would have Trickster here, but we do not since we need Royal Guard for the chest room. So
Can you just stay on, please?
yeah, sorry.
No, you're right. Kept wanting to fall off. Okay. I pressed that too early. Okay, I'm gonna have to concentrate. No, never mind. I'm gonna have to go build Devil Trigger. This is the worst secret mission in the entire game.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why Mission 18 is the longest mission. Okay, let's try this again. Like I said before, who put parkour in my action game? Does it move? Come on, 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 come on. Apologies about this, guys. This is really, really bad. We might have to give up on it, to be honest, because otherwise we're going to be here a while. I'm going to give it one more shot. Okay, I will stop you from hearing the taunt, the same taunt for 20 times as well. We're going to give it one more try, and hopefully we can get it this time. Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to I'm not gonna be able to do that secret mission, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, it is what it is. We're gonna be there forever, otherwise, and I can't put the marathon back too much, so we're gonna have to skip over that, I'm afraid. But you can start talking about the boss rush, Andre.
All right, the boss rush, usually in a normal run, all you do is connect three. You pretty much want to get anything connected, like three in a row, four in a row. But in this, we're going to be going in a specific order. We're going to be starting off with Doppelganger. Originally there was no route for it and everyone was creating it, but now we came up with a set route. I don't remember because I don't run Cake, but to maximize DT and Royal Guard usage, so you save the most time.
Yeah, I'm really sorry I couldn't get that secret mission, guys. It's a really good secret mission when it goes right, but when it goes wrong, it goes completely wrong.
Here we got level 3 on Royal Guard. The ability for Royal Guard level 3 is you can activate a little vortex that deflects all damage coming to you. But that's not it. We're not going to be using that, so we just get an extra meter on our Royal Guard meters. Here we're back to Agni and Rudra. We're just going to be doing the same thing as we did on 5, but we have PT now, so a lot quicker.
Oh no, oh no. Okay, that was close.
What would have happened there is Spence would have to been in a 10-second cutscene that he couldn't skip, and the two swords would merge together into one and make the fight a lot harder. That's why we kill him pretty much at the same time to prevent that from happening.
If the game could stop dropping inputs, that'd be great.
This fight is one of the hardest ones, as I talked about on 12. Of how he just runs around and wastes a lot of time. Carry on. We got a nice release there, which saves a lot of time.
I'm really disappointed I didn't get to show off the last secret mission.
Now we go to the 7 hells, right? I'm trying to remember.
I might have got it wrong.
No.
We're going Nevin. We're improvising. Secret Mission 12 is throwing me off, I'm not gonna lie.
And Nevin here is pretty much just the same thing as we saw on mission 9, just with even faster 2 cycles since we have more rage to our Royal Guard. Hopefully we get this 2 cycle. Ah, it's right there.
I'm gonna do Beowulf next just because I've got full
you got the meter.
Royal Guard and everything. I say we're doing it live. We're doing it live.
The strat pretty much revolves around if you have Royal Guard or you don't. If you didn't have Royal Guard on Garyon, you would go to 7 hells so you can build it for Nevin, which I believe was next after that.
And what are you doing? Please, please. Okay.
There we go.
Now we'll go 7.
Once you connect 4 or 3 in a row, the exit actually opens. But since we need the blue orb fragment for this mission by completing every single fight, we are gonna have to do that. The 7 hells, we didn't see this before, but it's pretty much a room of every single enemy we fought pretty much before, the default kind of, not the special one. So we're gonna see the first 2 we saw on the first 3 missions, and we're gonna have Wrath in between.
Okay, now we're going to go to Gigapede.
I think it's Gigapede, Cerberus, and then Leviathan.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely done this like ass backwards.
Good thing. Luckily, in this fight, Gigapede is weak to fire, so Agni and Rudra is a great help for that. And since we now have Devil Trigger and full Royal Guard meter, this fight is going to be a joke. And perfect.
2 bosses left. And then we're on to the final 2 missions.
You guys are doing great. Just wanted to chime in real quick if I have a moment, just to say
Yeah, you got time.
thanks to all the runners that are taking place in this event this weekend. We can't do this without you. So thank you so much for lending your skills and your talents to this wonderful event, including both of you guys here. We appreciate it. Having a good time so far. We're just underway in this 2-day event, so buckle up and have some fun. Get your snacks out, get some drinks ready, and help donate to just an amazing cause and a great event. And thanks to all the event runners who are behind the scenes making it happen. So thank you for putting this together. Thanks for everybody in the chat, and thanks for all the donators so far and those that will donate throughout the weekend. We really appreciate everything you guys do and for being a part of this wonderful weekend.
Okay, there we go. And the what would have been the final blue hole fragment, but unfortunately, Secret Mission 12 had other ideas.
Now we are in the home stretch of the game, last 2 missions. We are going to be entering mission 19, which is pretty much just 3 waves of enemies with 2 puzzle rooms, and then we go to Arkham.
Okay, never mind. I thought my game had crashed.
Here we're going to be... Oh, no, sorry, you can talk.
I was gonna say, last thing I'll chime in, unless we get a donation, is to say that we've got Ish running Devil May Cry 4 coming up next. Paige will be hosting that, taking over for me. And then we got lots more to come up. We got Silent Hill, Clock Tower, Sonic. Got a whole Sonic block coming up, and Manifold Garden tonight ends things for the day. They pick it right back up tomorrow morning. So again, thank you, and thank you guys. And like I say, I'll be quiet now till the end of the game, unless we get donations.
So for this room, the enemies are actually invincible to fall in here, and there's going to be this green mirror that comes in, and you just have to do a certain amount of damage to destroy it. But since Spence built up Rage for his Royal Guard and had DT, it just goes by super quick. And this room is a time trial. I believe it's you have a minute to fight the room, and if you do not complete it in a minute, the room resets, which is a big time loss. And with this item, we have our last thing to head to the home stretch of the run.
All right, we got a donation. Oh, $50 donation from KDM. Thank you very much, Katie, for your donation. That puts us really close to 1,000 already for the first day, not even halfway through. Great morning so far.
That's been a really great event. I've seen a lot of big donations, not just on this run, but throughout the event. So I just want to shout out everyone who's been donating and all the organizers for sorting it out as well whilst we come into the second to last mission.
So here we have Arkham. He absorbed the power of Sparta pretty much into himself, but since he's human, he doesn't have the willpower to withstand it. So he turned to this big blob. And now we team up with Dante's twin brother Virgil into finishing off Arkham before we get to the final mission again.
And time will be coming up on the last hit on this, but I'll call it once we get there. Time. Funnily enough, the last virtual boss is probably the easiest virtual boss. And we gotta love those PS2 enhanced graphics, right?
ENGs, everybody loves them.
Oh yeah.
The portal to the human world is closing, Dante. Because the amulets have been separated. Let's finish this first.
And yeah, that was Devil May Cry 3. Had we got that secret mission, yes, it would have been 100% completion. Obviously, the only thing we don't get on this run is everything out of the shop, so we don't buy every move or the like the extra blue orbs that you can get in the shop as well. But this is probably as close to 100% speedrun as we're going to get at this point. We are, of course, there's a few of us that are routing a full 100%. There's a couple of us that are routing a cake DMC4, which is the same kind of criteria. All the secret missions, all the blue orb fragments, all that kind of stuff for DMC4 as well. I don't think there's anything for 85. And we obviously have the all collectibles and 100% runs in DMC1, which not to toot my own horn, but I was one of the pioneers of routing that. So I've always been proud of where that's come to at the moment. We can finish DMC1 in literally less than 50 minutes and get everything. It's crazy. But yeah, shout out Ish, who's going to be coming up shortly as well. Shout out Andre and all the organizers for the event. And now Dante's going to get depressed because he's just he's lost his brother into Demon World. I don't know why I went very Yorkshire then, but that was Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. We're going to end it on a double S ranking, and thank you all for having me. If this is your thing, my name's Spence Speedruns. I stream on Twitch now and again. I do Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I also run Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, just a bunch of games. So if that's your thing, you know where to find me. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us and for lending us your talents and skills. Great job. GG's, everyone. GG's in the chat. Thank you so much. I'm going to hand things over to LP, who's going to get you set up for our next couple segments here, and welcome in Paige to host the next group of next game, I should say, in the Devil May Cry 4. So you guys have a good rest of the day.
All right, thank you.